Hey everyone, it's the Snowman, TooLoudTooOldMusic.com. Welcome back to the collection. And it's hard to believe, but another month has gone by. And now that we're to the end of June 2024, it's time to see what we added to the collection this month. We've got cassettes, we've got CDs, we've got singles, vinyl, a book. We got a whole bunch of stuff for you. So we're just start off at the beginning of the month with what we picked up, and it was a new release. So it was a greatest hits compilation from Rick Emmett from Triumph. These are Rick's solo songs, the best of the hard rock years from 1990 to 1995. It's a great set of songs. Not a whole lot of songs. I think there's only nine, but a great collection of rock songs from him. And it does come on a beautiful blue vinyl. And I have to admit, it's a stunning color. Uh, I do love blue. So it was a nice little grab to get to add to my little Triumph collection. And then another thing I got was the brand new album from Bon Jovi. This one is called Forever. This is the Amazon Music exclusive here. And it's funny, they've gone from what, four members, five members, up to who knows how many now. The Amazon exclusive is absolutely stunning. It is a black and translucent. Um, if we can get a clear shot on that, there we go. So it's a really beautiful, beautiful vinyl. Very happy with how that turned out. The album, I'm not gonna talk much about the album because I'm in the middle of a Bon Jovi series on the site. We're coming up to the end, so we'll be getting to that review soon enough. But like with most of Bon Jovi stuff, I don't just have the vinyl. I also bought the CD, and they offered it on a cassette. So guess what? I have the cassette as well. But that wasn't the only thing they offered. They offered a 7-inch single for their first single off the album, Legendary. And on the B side of that is the radio edit of the song. So yeah, I kind of bought a few things. So now I have everything I need from that album. So really excited about that. And then something else new that came out is from our buddy Tim Derling over at Tim's Vinyl Confession. His brand new book, Let It Be Your Guide, the Kansas Album Review. It's a stunning book. Look at the cover. Great cover, carries on to the back. This is an album by album review of each album by them. And he has a panel of very prestigious people on there, and I'm actually one of the least prestigious, but I'm in the book. I'm on one of the chapters, so I have a few comments on the album that I like the most. So check this book out. You can get it on Amazon, and you can get it shipped to you really, really quick. It's just a great read. I haven't actually gotten a chance to get through all of it yet, so I'm looking forward to it, and maybe I'll come back one day and uh, and do a review of it. See if we can get Tim on the show. And then that's kind of, I think, it for all of the new album releases. So now we're just going to go through. And on DVD, I did get a DVD. Need to Breathe, if you know, is one of my favorite bands. And this is a little documentary on the making of the Into the Mystery album. And I haven't had a chance to even open it and look at it yet. So looking forward to that. You don't know Need to Breathe. Great album or great band. Check them out, and stuff. So then we're going to move on because that's the only DVD I have. So we'll go to the cassettes. And while I was down in Florida for vacation this past month, I picked up a few cassettes at a local store. And the first one is Night Ranger. It's Dawn Patrol. It's even got the sales sticker probably from when the original. Um, this is all not much to this one, but the Dawn Patrol is probably my favorite Night Ranger album. I have it on CD, the Rock Candy edition, actually. And now I have cassette and I have a vinyl already. And then something else I picked up was Don Dawkins' Up from the Ashes. It was going to be a Dawkins album, but they turned it into a solo album. It's one of my favorite Don Dawkins albums, and so I had to grab that on cassette. Um, I need to get that one on vinyl one day as well. I also picked up um, Whitesnake. if I can get it the right direction. The 1987 album, self-titled album, Whitesnake, and again, there's still a sticker from there. Great album. Now I finally have it on. I think I have all versions now, so hopefully I do. But one I didn't expect to see is this one, Judas Priest, Jugulator. I just, for some reason, never thought this. 1997, they were still putting out cassettes, not as frequently, so not everybody probably would have had one. But this thing's in excellent condition. Not my favorite Priest album, but I do like it. It's got Tim Ripper Owens on vocals, and I think this is out of his two, I think I like this one the most. And then just actually today, as I'm recording this, I was out at Noble Records and I picked up Motley Crue's cassette, The Decade of Decadence. Um, it's got the full wraparound and it's got the clear casing, clear housing of that album. Um, so it's a good greatest hits compilation. If you see it, it's a good one to have. And I've been trying to collect all the Kiss cassettes, and I finally picked up Double Platinum. And it's very hard to come by, especially to get both cassettes, Volume 1 and Volume 2. So as I went into the store, the owner, Dylan, was making a deal with someone for cassettes. And so when the deal was done, I asked if there were any Kiss cassettes in there. And there was this and Asylum, but I already had Asylum, so I didn't need that one. So now we're going to go on to CDs, and we have quite a few. So we're going to go through those. First up, every month I try to buy a Rock Candy edition, and this month's is Bad English, his debut album. Um, it's got a couple bonus tracks, Piece of Love remix and Forget Me Not 7-inch remix. So finally have this one. Again, I mean, there's a lot this month I haven't opened. Went on vacation and so didn't quite get to everything. And then I also try to buy a Kiss CD, at least one CD. This month, I actually have three. The main one I bought this time was another compilation. It was Kiss Gold. It's a 2 CD set. Uh, and it's basically everything, I think, up to 1982. So 74 to 9 to 82. And I mean, seriously, it's a great compilation. You get several songs from every album and then one of each of the solos. So if you're gonna pick up a greatest hits compilation of the early makeup years, I think this might be one of the best ones out there. So Kiss Gold, if you get that one, if you can see that one. And the next two were from today. I picked up at Noble. I got to put a new case on this one. But this is another 20th Century Masters Millennium Collection. This is the non-makeup years. Well, it's got Creatures on here, so it has that makeup album. But then it goes on up through Hot in the Shade. So really good stuff. So this is basically an 80s compilation. It's cracked, and I'll buy a new case and replace it because the case don't matter. One like that doesn't matter. No stickers or anything on it. But then there's one thing I never had, and that was the CD box set for Kiss Alive, 1975 to 2000. So this has Kiss Alive 1, 2, and 3 on it. And then it also has, and I think this is the only place you can get it, but the Millennium Concert that's on vinyl is from the year 2000. You get that in this case as well. So it's got a nice little case that it comes in, 4 CDs, and then it's, all their live stuff. So really excited to find this. Got a really good deal on it from Dylan over at Noble. He threw in that other Kiss CD for me. So it was a good day for me. Really excited about all that. Um, and then if you notice, I did a Billy Idol um, episode and went through all my vinyl because I was really excited. I finally got Cybernaut. I finally got Cyberpunk on vinyl. Um, but then there was something also from Cyberpunk that I've been wanting, and it's not a vinyl, but it was a promotional single for Shock to the System. This is pretty cool because what this is like I said, it's a promo but this from, 1992, 93, but it came with floppy disk. This floppy disk you'd stick in your Mac computer, um, and you would get an electronic press kit. So it had pictures and all sorts of stuff. And I still even have the instructions on how to get access to that. And it's really just for a Mac. This one's just for a Macintosh computer. It's not for, you can't use a Windows version. But then there's also the CD with shock to the system on it. This is really cool for me. It's a historical little piece because it's one of the very first albums to come out with an electronic press kit with a floppy disk. So, can't get much cooler than that. Real excited to add that to my collection. Then, while I was on vacation, I found California Breed. This is deluxe edition CD and DVD. Um, it is if I'm not mistaken, the only reason I bought this is because it's Glenn Hughes on vocals, and I love Glenn. I'm trying to remember who else is on this. It's Jason Bonham on drums and Andrew Watt on guitar. So anytime I can get something with Glenn Hughes on it, I'm gonna try to pick it up. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. I think I heard it when it came out. I might have streamed it. I just never bought it. But now I have it, so I'm real excited. Then my daughter and I one weekend this past month went to a couple thrift stores, and usually I don't have great luck in finding stuff. So, but I did find a few things. So the first one I got, Driving and Crying, the album Smoke. I really don't know the album, but I do know Driving and Crying, Atlanta band or area band. So I liked Fly Me Courageous, and so I figured if I like that album, let's try out some of the others. So first one up is Smoke. Then I got something a little more modern with Hoobastank. I actually liked a lot of their hits, maybe from their first two albums. I don't really know anything really past that, but I was able to grab their first album or their second album and then get the first album as well. So if you like the song The Reason, I mean, that's pretty much the big one, same direction. And then the first one, Crawling in the Dark. Um, Lots of good stuff on here. Modern rock. So if you like the modern sound, that's kind of what it is. Then I found this little greatest hits compilation, Styx Classics, Volume 15. This is a club edition, as you can tell from up here. Um, Basic Styx, greatest hits, and always worth grabbing. I also picked up Phil Collins, Face Value. This also is a Columbia House or BMG, one of those record club um, editions. And then this thing's beat up, but I can replace the case again. This one is the very best of Cream. I did not have this one, and it's Cream. Why would I not want it? So I grabbed Cream as well. All of these were like a buck a piece or 99 cents. And then the last two were Harry Connick Jr. Really dig him, love his voice. This one's Star Turtle. I don't really know anything about this, 1996. And then I also got from 1997. What is this one? This one is To See You. So Harry Connick Jr. So this adds to my Harry Connick collection. That might give me like five or six, I think, of his CDs now. So um, can't wait to really get into those. I haven't had a chance to dive through all of those yet. All right, now it's on to the vinyl. And I think I have some really, really good stuff. And we're going to kick it off with one I've been wanting for a long time, Badlands debut. This one is really cool. It's an original pressing. It's got East Side and West Side instead of Side A and Side B. Um, Jakey Lee, Eric Singer, Ian Gillan, um, Ray Gillan, sorry, mistake there. Ray Gillan and Greg Chasen on bass. Um, I've always wanted this. Very hard to find. Super excited that I got an original pressing, and can't wait to really play that one a lot. And then the same time I got that one, I got an original pressing of Kix Blow My Fuse, and it's still got that little hype sticker here in the center. And it's one I got from Noble Records. I've always loved this album. Uh, Just the songs Cold Blood, She Dropped Me the Bomb, but it's mainly for I love the ballad Don't Close Your Eyes. One of the best power ballads out of that time period. So I was super excited to get that finally on vinyl. And then I also picked up a couple things to fill in some holes in my collection. Journey. This is the, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the debut. So this is without Steve Perry. This is um, just Greg Rowley. Let's see if I can find it all. Well, it's not on here. Yeah, Greg Rowley, Neil Sean, Ansley Dunbar, George Tickner, and Ross Valerie. So I've never really had the early Journey albums, and so now I've got two of the early ones. I need one more to get all the stuff pre-Steve Perry. And then I picked up Saga, Worlds Apart. I loved this album back in the 80s, and I realized not too long ago I didn't have it on vinyl. But I remember watching the videos on this on MTV for On the Loose and Wind 'Em Up, and really liked those. And so I used to have this on CD, finally was able to pick up inexpensively a vinyl for that. And then while I was down in Florida, I found a bootleg of Billy Idol. This is California FM radio 1990 show. It says it's a best of Billy Idol live at the Pacific Amphitheater in Costa Mesa on October 7th, 1990. So not a full show, it sounds like, but we do get 10 songs, and I don't have it, so therefore I had to have it. Haven't listened to it yet, just got back from vacation, so haven't had a chance to put that in. And then something else that was waiting for me at home that, oh, I couldn't be happier to get is finally on vinyl. Poison's Native Tongue. This one made in Germany, just released on vinyl for the first time. So I can't wait. I haven't even cracked it open yet. It's a 2 LP. It's got some bonus tracks on here. There's what, 18 songs over the two albums. Uh, but love this album. It's got Richie Kotzen on guitar instead of CC DeVille. Very bluesy sounding album, very dark album compared to anything else they've done, and absolutely one of the best albums they've done. So can't wait to really get into that one. And then we'll wrap it up with a few items from Noble Records. He had a lot of exclusives this month because he orders them long time in advance and not sure whenever they're going to show up. And they all showed up, it seemed like at one time. And the first one, I'm not sure which one in order. We'll just go with this one. This one is Cold Sun. Um, this is let's see, what does this one say? Recorded in 1970, but never released, featuring future members of Roy Erickson's backing band. Um, it's a little, it's peyote-induced psychedelia from Texas, sounding like an impossible meld between the Elevators and the Velvet Underground, but possessing a strongly unique what is that word? Disposition. Okay, I can't read. Um, And like with all his exclusives, he gets an exclusive color that's only at his store. And this is really wonderful. Um, and I do like this album. Again, these all came out this month. I haven't had a chance to go through them all. Then we have another one. This one is called Parchment Farm. Um, it's really another beautiful vinyl. This one's I don't know. It's orange. It looks a little red there on the screen, but this one is an orange color, kind of a 70s style rock band. And most of the stuff he gets is like early 70s. And then the one I picked up today, it's a rare US 72 hard rock, heavy blues, private pressing in the vein of Black Sabbath, Zeppelin, Grand Funk, and those type of things. Um, it's a limited color exclusive. It is called Short Cross, and the album is Arising. Um, and I hadn't even opened this yet, so I don't even know what the vinyl looks like. So we're going to open this up, pull out the vinyl, and see what color we have for this one. Oh, look at that. That is really pretty. It's a little blue, little black, white, splattered all over the place. That is really, really nice. So I can't wait to really get into that one as well. I have too much stuff to listen to. Um, then we have one that he has been excited about for the longest time, and it is Fraction, and the album is Moonblood. And it is a really great cover. As you can see, it's got this translucent little film in there, and you slide the cover back in when I don't run into that. The album is red, and the problem is it's over here on the turntable. I've been listening to this one, and it is fantastic. It's 1971 heavy psychedelic. It's a holy grail, officially reissued for the first time in over a decade. Original pressing of this legendary Acid Archives masterpiece. This one is limited to 1,000, and I think he sold out within 24 hours. People were really excited to get this one, and I know I am because it's on my turntable and it's been spun quite a bit. Um, and so that is pretty much everything I got for June. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please hit subscribe, hit like. It really helps the site and get seen and stuff for more. Leave a comment. We'll get back with you as soon as we can. And we will see you next time. And hopefully we have a good July month to show off some stuff. And that is all I have. So have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time on The Collection.